Hey, it's 9 News meteorologist Cory Reppenhagen out here in the elements today. It's 12:30 in the afternoon on Thursday, and it is already hot in the shade. So we're headed to another warm day. We're headed to another day of bad air quality, and we're headed to another day of flash flooding with some monsoon moistures as well. So let's take a look at that monsoon first. We've got flash flood watch in several counties, mostly in the mountains for today, because that is where that monsoon moisture is going to be concentrated on. And you see these counties that are shaded in the green areas. That's your highest potential for flash flooding. And there are burn scars in there, like the Grizzly Creek burn scar is in there on I-70. But at 1 to 2 inch per hour rainfall rates, that flash flooding can happen even outside of the burn scars today. But it'll be mostly contained to the mountains. Here's a look at the Cameron Peak burn area. And that has just been a magnet for storms over the last 4 or 5 days. And we have some storms going on up there right now. At the moment, we have flood advisories out there. So that's not quite a flash flood warning, but the rain that is falling in here just doesn't quite meet the criteria to be labeled potential flash flooding. But this rain in the burn scar, even this light rain that you see here, will cause flooding to pool in the low-lying areas, and some creeks may swell as well in that area. But as long as this moisture keeps hitting that Cameron Peak burn scar, we may get a flash flood warning here as we go into the day. Here's a look at the jet stream forecast, and this is, the upper air where it really dominates and tells us how the weather is going to be shaping up. And you see the oranges and the red colors extending all the way up into North Dakota and into Canada, and it's kind of a ridge shape there. We call that the dome of high pressure, or the heat dome. And that's really what's allowing that hot air and the monsoon moisture to stream up from the south. And Colorado's been getting a good dose of both the heat and the monsoon temperatures, and we've put that into motion here. We see that ridge of high pressure is not going anywhere through the weekend, and probably through next week as well. Maybe in August we could get some change in this pattern. On Saturday, if I back it up just a little bit, you can see a little bit of a breakdown there on Saturday. We're going to get a cool front, and it may even break our 90-degree streak here. It depends on when the clouds happen. So if it clouds up at 12:30, 1 o'clock, we'll probably stay in the upper 80s. But if it doesn't cloud up until 3, we may still hit 90 and keep this streak alive here. So that's going to dominate the forecast over the next 7 days. Take a look at today, Thursday, where the highest potential for that 1 to 2 inch rainfall rates. As we put this computer model into motion here, you see the yellows and the oranges there. Those are the areas that have that potential to get that 1 to 2 inch per hour rainfall rates. And it is mostly contained to the mountains. And that's why you see some of the lower areas in southwest Colorado, like Pagosa Springs and Durango and Cortez, are not included in that flash flood watch. The monsoon moisture really loves to hug the terrain because there's no storm feature to create the storms, so they ride the slopes and create rain showers themselves. And you see this storm potential goes all the way to 10 o'clock tonight. The flash flood watch doesn't expire till midnight, and then you see after 10 it starts to really kind of calm down, just typical monsoon type stuff. Take a look closer here at the front range. This is a different computer forecast model, but kind of zoomed into the front range here. You can see these showers that are ongoing here in the mountain areas gradually build and get stronger as we go through the day up to about 4 o'clock. I think most of the computer models show that the rains will kind of hold off until after 4 or 5 o'clock in the Denver metro area. But you do see the potential for some scattered rain showers on the front range here between about 6 and 9 o'clock tonight. I don't think these are going to be powerful rainstorms where we're going to be seeing flash flood warnings like we saw in southern Douglas County last night. Very heavy rain in southern Douglas and southern Park counties. I think the rain will be just a little bit lighter and a little bit less coverage as we go through the Front Range going into tonight, and it clears out after 10 o'clock. Temperature-wise today, we're looking at middle 90s here on the Front Range, maybe even upper 90s in Fort Collins and Greeley. We could see some hundreds out there in Yuma and Ray, as that is kind of where the focus of the heat is today. Maybe some upper 90s out there on the western slope as well. 70s and 80s in the mountains. They're already clouding up and starting to get those monsoon showers underway, so the temperatures will still be warm, but not as warm as they could be. And of course, the warm temperatures and the sunshine is going to impact our air quality. So on the Front Range here, you see many counties here, all the metro counties really included in a air quality alert for ozone. And that is expected to reach the levels called unhealthy for sensitive groups. We did have a couple of sensors yesterday reach above that, which is the red level, the one level higher, called just strictly unhealthy. So the air quality could reach that level again today with all this heat and sunshine. Out there in Routt County, that air quality alert is mostly because of the Morgan Creek wildfire still putting out some smoke, but the smoke is being contained locally, so it may not be impacting all of Routt County, but it is still putting out smoke, so that is going to impact your air quality locally there. So the forecast for tomorrow morning, these are pretty mild temperatures, even for late July. So mid-July to about mid-August is our warmest morning temperatures. But looking out there in Grand Junction, yesterday they didn't even get below 70. This morning when they woke up, it was already 70 degrees. That's even unusual for them. Mostly, you don't see 70s as low temperatures in the mornings in Colorado anywhere, really. So 67 tomorrow morning, if that verifies, is very warm. The record warm low temperature for Denver tomorrow is 70. So we're borderline record warm mornings here lately. So the extended forecast, as we look at how that heat dome, that ridge of high pressure, is going to impact us, you saw that little dip in the jet stream just slightly, ever so slightly on Saturday. That could cloud us up earlier and even bring in a little bit of cooler air on Saturday, which would break a 90-degree streak, because that 93 tomorrow would be eight 90s in a row for Denver. And possibly, most of the models are keeping the temperature below 90 on Saturday, so we'll see if that actually works out for us. The storms on Saturday you see the 40% chance there, but I don't think we're going to get the type of storm that could cover the entire metro area. I still think we get just bits and pieces of the metro area hit by these storms, and then the same deal on Sunday pretty much, and the storms may hold off a little bit later. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we're looking at very warm temperatures here on the Front Range once again, with only scattered chances, less than 10% chance as we look at the forecast at this moment, Monday through Thursday. So let's hope those areas that have been left out by the monsoon moisture manage to pick up a little bit of rain on Saturday and Sunday. But otherwise, our rain chances are pretty low, as that dome of high pressure remains in effect until at least the end of July. So there's your forecast going through the rest of the week here and into next week. Enjoy it. Be careful of the flooding potential there in the mountains, but enjoy your day if you can. Thanks for watching.